then we got a turkey and a dog story. All right, the dog story was us kids had a dog, and one day we woke up and the dog was foaming at the mouth, and Dad says, "Oh my gosh, that dog's got what is that?
Rabies?
Rabies." And he says, "I'm going to have to get rid of him." But he says, "Right now, I'm going to tie him up to the clothesline and see if maybe he's just, it isn't rabies. Maybe he's just hot." But he ran back and forth all day long on there, and he just kept foaming at the mouth. Dad had to get rid of him, though. And then the turkey story was the outhouse set out back of the chicken house. And I had a cow and a turkey that didn't like me. Well, every time I had to go to the bathroom, this old turkey, Mrs. Zeller gave Mom the little baby turkeys, and they all, a turkey, he'll sit there in the rainstorm, he won't go crawl underneath or something, he'll sit there with his head up in the air and drown himself. Well, out of all of them, there was just one that survived. Anyway, every time I'd have to go out to the toilet, he'd chase me. He was a pretty good sized turkey by then. And out there about halfway between the house and the toilet, there was a tree that had a fork in it. Well, I'd run out there and I'd get in that tree and I'd have to sit there until he wandered off. And he was smart enough, he knew, now she's going to get out of there and run the rest of the way to that shed out there. And when he'd get so far away, well, I'd jump down and I'd go like mad, and I'd slam that toilet door, and about that time, wham, he'd hit in the old toilet bowl back and forth. Then that. So one day, Mom says, "I'm getting tired of this." She says, "We're going to have turkey for supper Sunday." So we had turkey dinner because of that old guy. And the cow, I don't know why old Maggie didn't like me, but that was one thing Dad never made me do, was learn how to milk the cow. But every time I go out there around the cow corral and that, man, she'd take off towards the fence where I was, and she was a black cow with a few spots on her, and she had horns, and I think that's the only cow Dad had that had horns, and I was scared to death of her. Maybe that's why she probably knew that I was scared of her. And that. So Maggie and I didn't get along. And to this day, I don't know why. I was littler than the boys. And Mom's old hens, they'd always go out there to the old corn crib. You remember the corn crib?
I do.
And there was spaces about like that there where they were built, and underneath there, them old hens would get underneath there and lay eggs. Well, who had to gather the eggs? Yeah, it was me. I had to go out there. Well, I could crawl in all right, but then I had to scoot backwards to get out with the eggs. And I sat at times and wonder, why did Dad make me do that? Why didn't he block those holes? And I was lucky I didn't meet a snake someday. I'd have really, probably, I don't know what I'd have done.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then we had.
I've only got about a minute left.
We had neighbors that had two boys, and they'd come down and play once in a while. Well, I was the only girl, so I just played everything the boys did. Well, we played Tarzan out in the corn crib. Well, we was out there swinging from one rafter to the other rafter and that. And one day, I was Jane. One day, Jane missed the rafter and straddled one. That was the last time Jane played
Tarzan
anymore. That was a pretty hard bang when I hit that thing on my bottom. So, I had a pretty lively childhood.
Okay, good. We'll take this up on another CD because I got another tape. But thank you, Mom. Really enjoyed it. Today is August the 2nd, 2013. Yesterday was Mom's 86th birthday.